Welcome to Love and Respect. This book is crafted for everyone who wishes to understand and improve their personal relationships, whether it's with a spouse, a partner, a friend, or even a colleague. If you've ever felt misunderstood, underappreciated, or simply unaware of what your loved ones need most, then this book is for you. Understanding and balancing the delicate interplay between love and respect can transform the way we interact with those closest to us. These two pivotal elements, love and respect, are not just nice-to-haves. They are the foundational pillars of all meaningful relationships. Who should read this book? 1. Couples. Whether you're newly married, been together for decades, or even contemplating marriage, understanding the principles of love and respect can lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious relationship. 2. Friends and family members. Strengthen the bonds with your family members and friends by learning how to show genuine appreciation and consideration. 3. Colleagues or business partners. Respect in the workplace is just as crucial as any other setting. Learn how to foster a respectful and productive work environment. 4. Individuals. If you're on a personal development journey and seeking to understand how to connect better on a human level, this book will equip you with the needed tools. What will you learn from this book? 1. The essence of love and respect. Understand the deep emotional needs tied to love and respect. Discover why these two elements are critical for healthy communication. 2. How to give and receive love. Learn practical ways to express love so that it resonates deeply. Understand how to recognize when others are showing you love, even if it's not in your preferred way. 3. Fostering respect in relationships. Gain insights on how to show genuine respect in everyday interactions. Learn how respect plays a vital role in preventing conflicts and building trust. 4. Communicating effectively. Improve your communication skills to ensure your loved ones truly understand your feelings and needs. Understand different communication styles and how to adapt to them. 5. Resolving conflicts. Implement conflict resolution strategies that emphasize love and respect. Learn to navigate disagreements in a way that strengthens your relationship rather than weakens it. By the end of this book, you will have a comprehensive understanding of how love and respect intertwine in relationships and practical steps to enhance these precious aspects in your daily life. Let's embark on this empowering journey together and transform the way you connect with those around you. Chapter 1. Understanding Love and Respect. Welcome, dear reader, to this journey of understanding the essence of love and respect in relationships. Grab a comfy chair, possibly a cup of your favorite beverage, and let's dive in. We all crave connection, don't we? At the core of every healthy relationship lies two fundamental needs: love and respect. These aren't just fancy words to sprinkle over your coffee table books or philosophical debates. They're the lifeblood of any fulfilling relationship. Why love and respect? Picture this: a plant in your living room. To thrive, it needs both sunlight, let's call this love, and water, let's call this respect. Skip out on either of these essentials and watch your plant wilt. Similarly, relationships require both love and respect to flourish. Love, the heartbeat. For many women, love is the heartbeat of a relationship. It's like oxygen. You can't see it, but you sure as heck know if it's missing. Love manifests in various forms: affectionate words, loving gestures, thoughtful surprises, or simply spending quality time together. But fundamentally, love communicates care, value, and connection. Example: imagine Sarah comes home after a rough day at work. Her partner, Alex, genuinely listens to her, gives her a warm hug, and says, "I'm here for you." Sarah feels heard, cherished, and emotionally replenished. That's love in action. Respect, the cornerstone. On the other hand, respect often forms the cornerstone for many men. It's not just about admiration or compliance. It's about feeling valued and acknowledged for who they are and what they contribute. Respect involves appreciating their opinions, recognizing their efforts, and trusting their judgment. Example: consider Ben, who worked tirelessly on a home improvement project. His partner Jessica acknowledges his effort and says, "I'm really impressed by how you handled this. You did a fantastic job." Ben feels validated and respected, reinforcing his self-worth. Setting the foundation. To set the foundation, let's debunk a common myth. Love and respect aren't flavors in a one-size-fits-all ice cream shop. Rather, they're dynamic, evolving needs that might look different for each person. In essence, while women might prioritize love and men might prioritize respect, the reverse can equally be true. Think of it as a dance between love and respect, where every step, twirl, and dip can make or break the harmony. Let's get a bit more practical. Ever noticed how two people can express and experience love differently? One might prefer verbal affirmations, while the other enjoys small acts of service. Similarly, respect can be shown through consistent support or by honoring personal boundaries. So, why is it crucial to understand this dynamic? Because unmet needs can lead to what I like to call the crazy cycle. This is where the lack of love breeds disrespect and vice versa, causing a downward spiral of negativity and conflict. Love needs respect. Just to reiterate an essential point, love and respect are not exclusive. Men need love and women need respect too. It's about attuning to your partner's unique needs and communicating in ways that make them feel valued and cherished. Humorous note: imagine love and respect as roommates. Love leaves dirty dishes in the sink while respect insists on a tidy kitchen. If they don't find a balance, the household turns into a battleground. But cultivate mutual understanding, and they end up dancing around the kitchen, baking cookies and singing along to their favorite tunes. Wrapping up. Understanding love and respect as core needs enriches your relationship and builds a solid foundation for future growth. As we move forward in this book, we'll uncover more about how to nurture these needs effectively, avoid common pitfalls, and build stronger, more fulfilling connections. Remember, love without respect is incomplete, and respect without love can feel hollow. Together they create a symphony of connection that can transform ordinary relationships into something extraordinary. Are you ready to continue the journey? Let's leap into the next chapter and explore the love cycle. Chapter 2: The Love Cycle. The love cycle. Picture a bicycle wheel. Just as a bicycle can't move without its wheel turning smoothly, relationships need both love and respect to keep moving forward. This chapter explores the idea of the love cycle, understanding how love fuels women to show respect, and how respect drives men to express love. What's this love cycle? The love cycle is a dynamic process where love and respect feed into one another. It's like a beautiful dance, where each partner's steps fuel the others, creating a harmonious relationship. Why does the love cycle matter? Women generally crave love and seek it as affirmation. It's something they value and deeply resonate with. On the other hand, men often seek respect, valuing it as validation and appreciation of their efforts. Understanding this helps couples support each other effectively, leading to a more fulfilling relationship. Simple examples to understand the love cycle. Imagine Sarah and John, a married couple. Sarah enjoys hearing John say, "I love you," and John appreciates it when Sarah respects the work he does. Example 1. Starting a healthy cycle. Sarah shows love. Sarah knows John has been working hard on a project. To show her love and support, she leaves him a sweet note in his lunchbox. "I love you, and I'm proud of all the hard work you're doing." This act makes John feel loved and appreciated. John receives love and shows respect. Feeling uplifted by Sarah's note, John finishes his project and takes the initiative to help Sarah with the chores at home. This is his way of showing respect for Sarah's efforts and appreciating her love. Example 2, breaking the cycle. Lack of respect leads to lack of love. Let's reverse this scenario. Suppose Sarah criticizes John for working late, saying he doesn't care about their family. This makes John feel disrespected and demotivated. Lack of love leads to lack of respect. John retreats emotionally because he feels unappreciated. He stops expressing his love openly, causing Sarah to feel unloved and neglected, and her respect for him diminishes further. Why it's important to keep the cycle going. Maintaining the love cycle is crucial. It requires conscious effort, but the results are worth it. Both partners need to give something they may naturally find less important but incredibly vital to the other person. How to keep it going? 1. Acknowledge each other's needs. Understand that showing love might come more naturally to women, and showing respect might feel more intuitive for men, but both are essential. 2. Make small gestures count. Little acts of kindness and appreciation can go a long way. It doesn't always have to be grand gestures. 3. Communicate openly. Discuss each other's needs and preferences. Open dialogue fosters understanding and empathy. The domino effect. Picture Sarah and John again. They both recognize the importance of the love cycle. John makes an effort to show love initially, which prompts Sarah to show her respect. This creates a positive domino effect, where each good action fuels another, fostering a healthy relationship. Conclusion. The love cycle is a simple yet profound concept that underpins happy and harmonious relationships. By understanding and acknowledging the different ways men and women perceive love and respect, couples can consciously work towards fulfilling each other's emotional needs. Remember, it's like riding that bicycle. Once you get those wheels turning, it becomes easier to keep moving forward, together. Chapter 3, The Respect Cycle. The respect cycle, an overview. Picture this. A relationship is like a delicate yet resilient dance. To keep the rhythm flowing smoothly, both partners need to understand the steps and cues of love and respect. Just as women thrive on love, men are often empowered by respect. That's where the respect cycle comes into play. Understanding this cycle can transform your relationship into a harmonious waltz of mutual reinforcement. Respect, the oxygen for the relationship. Men and women both have core needs, and for many men, respect acts as a form of emotional oxygen. When a man feels respected, he feels valued. It's like filling his tank with high-quality fuel. This doesn't mean women do not need respect. They absolutely do. However, respect plays a uniquely motivating role for men, often propelling them to express love more openly and effectively. The mechanics of the respect cycle. Imagine a clock, where each tick and tock represents an interaction between love and respect. When a man feels respected, he's more likely to show love. In return, that love encourages a woman to show more respect. It's a beautiful loop that builds momentum over time. Conversely, when a man feels disrespected, he may withdraw or react negatively. This withdrawal can lead to feelings of being unloved in his partner, thus breaking the cycle and creating a downward spiral. Practical examples and relatable anecdotes. Let's say John and Sarah are a couple who've been together for several years. John has been feeling unappreciated at work and comes home one evening looking defeated. Sarah, engrossed in her own stress, comments, "Why didn't you take the trash out? You never help around here." Without realizing it, she's hit a sore spot. John feels disrespected and reacts defensively, perhaps by giving her the silent treatment or snapping back. But let's flip the script. Suppose Sarah sees John looking downcast and chooses to say, "I really appreciate all you do for us, even when things are tough. You're amazing." John, feeling a surge of respect, responds with warmth and affection. He's now more likely to engage in activities that show his love, like taking out the trash without being asked. This feeds back into Sarah's sense of being loved, and she naturally reciprocates with more respect. That's the respect cycle in motion. How to show genuine respect. 1. Listen actively. Sometimes all it takes is listening without interrupting. Show him you value his thoughts and opinions. 2. Appreciate efforts. He may not always succeed, but acknowledging his efforts can go a long way. Thanks for fixing the sink. I know it was challenging, can boost his esteem. 3. Avoid negative criticism. Constructive feedback is essential, but do it lovingly. Instead of saying, "You never help around the house," try, "I really appreciate it when you help with the chores. It means a lot to me." 4. Express gratitude. Simple thank you goes a long way. It's astonishing how something so simple can make someone feel seen and valued. The balance of mutual reinforcement. In an ideal relationship, both partners continually give and take, and this reciprocity strengthens their bond. The respect cycle isn't about placing women in a lesser role, but about understanding and meeting each other's core needs to foster a healthy, thriving relationship. The bigger picture. The respect men crave is deeply tied to their need for validation and acknowledgement. By showing him respect, you empower him to be vulnerable and loving. And when he sees you expressing love, he is naturally driven to show even more respect. It's mutually reinforcing and serves as the foundation of a strong, long-lasting relationship. Humor break. The lost remote. Consider the case of the lost TV remote. Picture Bob, who cannot find the remote. He turns the living room upside down and shouts, "I swear it was right here." Now, instead of rolling her eyes, imagine his partner saying with a chuckle, "I respect your dedication to our evening entertainment, Bob. Let's find that elusive remote together." Suddenly they're a team, engaged in a light-hearted treasure hunt, rather than an exercise in frustration. Conclusion. The respect cycle reminds us that respect and love are not isolated concepts, but deeply interconnected. Send out a little extra respect today, and silently watch how love boomerangs back to you in unexpected and beautiful ways. Remember, maintaining the respect cycle may just be the secret ingredient to a relationship that not only survives but thrives. If both partners commit to participating in this dance of mutual reinforcement, the respect and love between them will grow exponentially, creating a nurturing environment where both can flourish. Keep this cycle alive, and you'll see your relationship bloom in ways you never thought possible. Chapter 4. Common Communication Pitfalls. Imagine you're on a road trip with a friend. You both have different tastes in music and navigation preferences. One loves pop and the other prefers jazz. One uses a paper map, the other swears by GPS. Miscommunications and arguments are almost inevitable unless there's an understanding and appreciation for these differences. Similarly, communication in relationships often encounters pitfalls that hinder the expression of love and respect. Let's explore some typical communication mistakes and how they can disrupt the love and respect cycle, using relatable real-life examples to bring these concepts home. The unintentional critic. Meet Tim and Sarah. Tim comes home from work, visibly tired. Sarah eagerly starts sharing her day, brimming with details. After listening for a few minutes, Tim absent-mindedly says, "Can we talk about this later?" Sarah is crushed. She feels dismissed before she's even begun. In this scenario, Tim didn't intend to hurt Sarah. He just needed a moment to decompress. However, Sarah perceived his request as criticism of her story, which led to feelings of disrespect. This cycle of miscommunication can turn small misunderstandings into major conflicts. The passive-aggressive commenter. Let's talk about Max and Jenna, a classic example of how passive-aggressive communication can be more damaging than outright confrontation. Max says, "Oh, I see you cleaned the kitchen." But you missed a spot there and there. Instead of appreciating Jenna's effort, Max's comments feel like stabs, undermining her sense of accomplishment and respect. Often, passive-aggressive comments mask deeper issues and can cause underlying resentment, endangering the love and respect cycle. The mind reader's fallacy. Linda expects her partner John to understand her needs without saying a word. She thinks he should just know what she's feeling because they've been together for years. One weekend, John plans a day at a car show, assuming it'll be a fun outing for both. Linda, hoping for a cozy movie night at home, is disappointed and feels ignored. John, not being a mind reader, is clueless about why Linda seems unhappy. Assuming your partner can read your mind leads to unmet expectations and a breakdown in both love and respect. Open communication where needs and desires are clearly stated is essential. The interruptive listener. Picture Ben and Maria in a heated discussion. Whenever Maria tries to explain her point, Ben interrupts with, "I know, but..." Maria feels unheard and disrespected because she can't fully express herself. Interrupting not only derails the conversation, but also shows a lack of respect for the partner's viewpoint. Constructive communication is about patience, allowing each other to speak fully and truly listening. The blame game. In the turbulent world of Alex and Pat, when things go wrong, the blame always falls on someone. "If you hadn't spent so much money, we wouldn't be in this mess," Alex might say. Pat retorts, "Well, if you paid more attention, maybe we wouldn't be arguing now." The blame game drags love and respect into the mud, turning every issue into a battlefield. Instead, focusing on solutions and shared responsibility can help in maintaining a healthy, loving dialogue. Misreading text and tone. In the digital age, misunderstandings can happen over text messages. Kylie texts Rob, "We need to talk." Rob, shivers and sweats drop with anxiety, imagines the worst-case scenario. He replies with a blunt, worried, "Okay, about what?" Kylie was merely planning a fun weekend get-together, but her text's brevity created unnecessary tension, all because the tone was misread. Mitigating such miscommunications involves being mindful of how messages might be interpreted, and when in doubt, opting for a phone call or face-to-face chat. The one-upmanship. And then there's Julie and Richard. Whenever Julie shares an accomplishment, Richard counters with something one better. Julie says, "I had a great run today." Richard responds, "Oh yeah, I ran an extra mile." This one-upmanship belittles Julie's achievements and replaces mutual respect with competition. Healthy communication appreciates and celebrates each other's victories, big or small, fostering a respectful environment. Humor overboard. Humor can be a beautiful part of any relationship, but it can also backfire. Emily has Tom in stitches with her jokes, but sometimes her humor hits sensitive topics. "Remember when you botched that DIY project?" Classic. Though Tom laughed initially, Emily's frequent jabs about past mistakes eventually breed self-doubt and resentment. Being mindful of your partner's feelings helps ensure that humor nurtures rather than undermines respect. Conclusion: corrections, not criticisms. To avoid these communication pitfalls and cultivate a thriving relationship, think of feedback as offering a guiding hand rather than pointing a blaming finger. Mistakes will occur. They are part of human interaction. What's important is approaching each conversation with love, respect, and a genuine desire to understand and support each other. In the next chapter, we will dive into the dynamics of expressing love effectively, continuing our journey towards nurturing relationships that are both loving and respectful. Stay tuned and keep practicing those communication skills. Chapter 5. Expressing love effectively. Love is a beautiful, intricate dance, and knowing the steps can make all the difference between stumbling over each other's feet and gracefully moving in harmony. In this chapter, we will explore ways to express love that go beyond the mere utterance of, "I love you." Words are powerful, but actions often speak louder than words, and combining both can create a symphony of love that resonates deeply with your partner. Let's dive into some practical advice and relatable examples that will help you nurture love in your relationship. 1. Speak their love language. Every individual has a unique way of giving and receiving love. Author Gary Chapman calls these love languages. There are 5 primary love languages: words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Understanding your partner's love language is like tuning into the right frequency on a radio. When you speak their love language, your expressions of love will be much more meaningful. Example: if your partner feels most loved through acts of service, doing the laundry without being asked or cooking their favorite meal can mean more to them than words alone. On the other hand, if words of affirmation are their primary love language, a heartfelt note or verbal acknowledgement can lift their spirits immensely. 2. Be present. One of the greatest gifts you can offer your partner is your undivided attention. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to become distracted by phones, work, or daily chores. However, being present means giving your partner your full focus during conversations and activities. Example: set aside dedicated time each day to really listen to your partner. It could be as simple as having your morning coffee together, or a nightly routine where you discuss your highs and lows of the day without any interruptions. 3. Surprise with kind gestures. Spontaneity can keep the spark alive in any relationship. Unexpected acts of kindness show that you are thinking about your partner and care about making them happy. Example: leave a sweet note in their lunchbox, surprise them with flowers, or plan a spontaneous picnic. These little gestures can make your partner feel cherished and loved. 4. Use positive reinforcement. Sometimes love is best expressed through praise and encouragement. Compliment what you appreciate about your partner's personality, skills, and actions. Positive reinforcement not only boosts their self-esteem, but also strengthens the emotional bond between you. Example: when your partner does something well, like completing a tough project at work or being patient in a stressful situation, acknowledge it. "I'm so proud of how you handled that meeting today. You were amazing." 5. Physical affection. Human touch is a powerful way of expressing love. Physical affection can range from holding hands and hugging to more intimate gestures. The key is to ensure it aligns with your partner's comfort and preferences. Example: give them a gentle hug after a long day, hold their hand during a walk, or snuggle up together while watching a movie. Physical touch can convey warmth, security, and love. 6. Share and connect. Love grows when partners actively share their thoughts, dreams, and experiences with each other. Engaging in meaningful conversations and shared activities can deepen your connection. Example: plan activities you both enjoy, such as hiking, cooking together, or exploring a new hobby. Sharing a laugh and creating memories can make your bond stronger. 7. Show empathy and support. Sometimes, showing love means being a source of comfort. When your partner faces challenges, being empathetic and supportive can make a huge difference. Example: if your partner is stressed or upset, offer a listening ear without jumping into problem-solving mode. Simply saying, "I'm here for you and I understand this is tough," can provide immense comfort. 8. Be consistent. Consistency is crucial in expressing love effectively. It's not enough to show love only on special occasions or during moments of joy. Love needs to be a consistent daily effort. Example: small, consistent actions like a morning kiss, daily check-ins, or a bedtime "I love you" can create a secure and loving environment for your relationship. 9. Apologize and forgive. Love involves forgiveness and the willingness to mend when things go wrong. A sincere apology and the ability to forgive can heal wounds and reinforce your love. Example: if you make a mistake, acknowledge it and apologize genuinely. I'm really sorry for what I said earlier. It wasn't fair, and I'll do my best to be more considerate. Forgiveness can also mean letting go of past grievances to move forward together. Conclusion: love in action. Expressing love effectively is an ongoing journey of understanding what makes your partner feel special and appreciated. By speaking their love language, being present, surprising them with kind gestures, and consistently showing empathy, support, and affection, you can nurture a deep, resonating love. Remember, love is not just a feeling, but a series of actions and choices that strengthen your relationship over time. So go ahead and express your love in ways that truly matter. Keep turning the pages. There is so much more to discover in our journey toward building a loving and respectful relationship. Chapter 6. Showing Genuine Respect. Let's dive into the profound world of showing genuine respect. Picture this. Love may be the beautiful melody of a relationship, but respect is the rhythm that holds it all together. In this chapter, we're peeling back the layers of what it means to show sincere respect and how it can deepen your partner's connection and commitment. Why respect matters. Respect is like oxygen to a relationship. It is necessary for both partners to feel valued and acknowledged. For men in particular, respect translates into recognizing their efforts, abilities, and character. It's not just about admiration. It's about making them feel seen and appreciated. Actionable tips to show genuine respect. 1. Listen actively. This sounds simple, but it's an often overlooked gesture. Active listening means truly focusing on what your partner is saying without preparing your reply while they're speaking. Example: imagine you're talking to your partner about a tough day at work, and halfway through, they start offering solutions without really hearing you out. Frustrating, right? Instead, practice nodding, maintaining eye contact, and saving advice for after they've fully aired out their feelings. Listening is like trying to understand a cat's meow. It takes patience, focus, and sometimes just a lot of nodding and saying, "I get you." 2. Acknowledge his efforts. It's easy to take routine efforts for granted. Make it a habit to acknowledge both big and small contributions. For instance, if your partner fixes a leaky faucet or handles the finances, a genuine thank you can go a long way. Example: it's not about grand gestures all the time. If he takes out the trash, thank him. Small acknowledgements accumulate into a reservoir of goodwill. Ever notice the epic satisfaction when we receive a thank you note via email? Appreciating your partner kindles the same joy minus the spam folder. 3. Support his dreams. Believe in his dreams and ambitions, even the far-fetched ones. Your support can act as a powerful motivator. Example: suppose your partner has always dreamt of writing a novel, but is stuck not using enough writing time. Instead of pointing out past procrastinations, encourage him and help create a dedicated writing space. Whether he wants to be the next J.K. Rowling or a world-famous latte artist, your role is to crank up that supportive playlist. 4. Speak kindly even in disagreement. Disagreements are inevitable, but respect is reflected in how you communicate during conflicts. Use I statements instead of you accusations. Example: instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel unheard when I share my thoughts." Remember, battles should be fought with foam swords, not bazookas. Keep it light but meaningful. Respect in everyday life. Relatable scenarios. Giving and receiving respect in household chores. Household responsibilities are an excellent place to start showing genuine respect. If he typically does the grocery shopping, show appreciation and acknowledge the effort it takes, instead of just critiquing the items he buys. If he comes back with 12 kinds of cheese instead of vegetables, laugh about it. At least you'll have the fanciest cheese platter in the neighborhood. Respecting personal boundaries. Sometimes respect is about giving space. If your partner enjoys alone time to recharge, allow that without guilt-tripping. Example: acknowledge his need for solitude by saying, "I understand you need some time for yourself and I respect that." Think of it as giving him a free spa day, minus the mud bath. The transformational power of respect. Respect transforms relationships. It lays the groundwork for trust, intimacy, and mutual love. When your partner feels deeply respected, he is more likely to reciprocate emotionally, creating a nurturing cycle of support and affection. Example: think of your relationship as a seesaw. When both sides show love and respect, it stays balanced. Disrespect tips it over and disrupts harmony. Keeping that seesaw level is like trying to keep a cake perfectly frosted. Challenging but totally worth it. Conclusion: putting respect into practice. Showing genuine respect isn't a once-in-a-while activity, but a lifestyle choice. It's about embedding small, consistent acts of appreciation, support, and kindness into your daily interactions. Here's a challenge. For the next week, consciously practice one new form of respect daily. Watch how these small changes ripple through your relationship, deepening your connection and commitment. Remember, respect is the glue that holds love together. So go ahead, sprinkle it generously and enjoy the enriching journey ahead. Stay motivated, stay respectful, and keep the love train chugging along. By making respect an integral part of your relationship, you'll build a fortress of trust and love that can weather any storm. So go out there and make respect your secret superpower. Chapter 7. Overcoming conflicts with love and respect. Conflict is like the unexpected thunderstorm during a picnic. It comes out of nowhere and can ruin everything if you're not prepared. But just like you wouldn't want to sit in the rain sulking, you shouldn't let conflicts rain on your relationship parade. You can use love and respect as your sunny umbrellas to keep everything from getting ruined. Love and respect as powerful tools in conflict resolution. Imagine you're both superheroes. Love is your power of empathy, concern, and kindness. Respect is your power of understanding, acknowledgement, and appreciation. When conflicts arise, instead of letting these aspects fly out the window, you can actually use them to turn things around. When love and respect guide you, conflicts transform from scary dragons into manageable critters. Why? Because love makes sure that the other person doesn't feel belittled, while respect ensures that their voice is heard. Conflict resolution strategies. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Here's how you can sprinkle love and respect during a heated moment. 1. Hit pause, not the nuclear button. When tempers flare, it's tempting to blast away with angry words. Instead, create a safe signal like a timeout symbol. Use it when things get too heated. This pause isn't about winning the silent treatment game. It's about cooling down to allow room for love and respect to re-enter the scene. 2. Listen like a detective. Sherlock Holmes wouldn't jump to conclusions, so neither should you. Use your magnifying glass, aka your ears and heart. Listen not just to the words, but to the emotions behind them. "I feel ignored when you're on your phone at dinner" might actually mean, "I miss sharing moments with you." 3. Speak softly but clearly. Yelling is like turning the volume up on a badly tuned radio. It's just noise. Speak softly but assertively. Use I statements instead of you accusations. Instead of "you never listen to me," try "I feel unheard when I'm speaking." 4. Find the common ground. What do a hiking trail and a healthy argument have in common? They both have a clear path to navigate. Find your path by identifying your common goal. Maybe you both want to feel more appreciated, or ensure your plans for the future align. Focusing on what you both want helps you act like a team. 5. Apologize sincerely. Apologizing isn't about swallowing your pride. It's about feeding your relationship. A heartfelt "I'm sorry" means I respect you enough to acknowledge my mistake. It's like taking bitter medicine. It's not pleasant, but it heals. Real-life example, the case of the missing socks. Consider Jane and Bob. One day they had a huge argument about something as silly as mismatched socks after laundry. Jane felt Bob didn't care about her efforts to keep the house tidy, and Bob felt like Jane was blowing things out of proportion. They took a time out by going to separate rooms. After cooling down, they practiced listening like detectives. Jane learned that Bob was overwhelmed with work and didn't notice the socks because he was lost in thought. Bob learned that Jane saw the mismatched socks as a symbol of her efforts going unacknowledged. They spoke softly. "Jane, Bob, I feel overwhelmed when I'm cleaning up and find mismatched socks. It feels like my efforts don't matter." Bob, "I didn't realize that the socks were showing how stressed you feel. I'm sorry, Jane. I'll try to pay more attention." Their common ground. Both wanted the other to feel supported and less stressed. Bob made a mental note to be more mindful, and Jane realized it's okay to remind Bob gently. Wrapping up. Remember, conflicts are not disasters. They are opportunities. Opportunities to show how much you love and respect each other. By incorporating these strategies, you turn conflicts from stormy weather into chances for growth and deeper connection. So, the next time a conflict rolls in, don your superhero capes of love and respect. You're armed. You're ready. Bring on the dragons, both big and small. Be the team that faces every challenge with a unique blend of strength and empathy. And don't forget to pack those sunny umbrellas. Chapter 8. Building Emotional Intimacy. Understanding emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is that warm, cozy feeling you get when you feel truly connected to someone on a deeper level. It's like your heart has found a best friend, someone who understands you, listens to you, and loves you for who you really are. Imagine it as a cozy bonfire on a chilly night, where you and your partner sit close, feeling warm and understood. Why is emotional intimacy important? Think of it like the glue that keeps your relationship strong and unbreakable, especially when times get tough. When you and your partner have emotional intimacy, you can weather any storm together because you know you're each other's safe harbor. Understanding each other's emotional needs. Before we dive into building emotional intimacy, it's crucial to understand that everyone has unique emotional needs. Taking time to truly understand your partner's needs is the first step in building a deeper connection. Practice empathy. Empathy is your superpower here. It's the ability to step into your partner's shoes and understand their feelings. For instance, if your partner comes home from work looking stressed, instead of jumping to conclusions or offering solutions right away, try to feel what they might be experiencing. Example. Imagine your partner had a tough day at work because of a difficult project. Instead of saying, "Just quit then," embrace empathy by saying, "I can see you had a rough day. Do you want to talk about it?" This little gesture tells your partner that you care about their feelings. Active listening. Active listening plays an essential role in building emotional intimacy. It goes beyond just hearing the words. It's about understanding the emotions behind those words. Simple steps to active listening. 1. Be present. Turn off distractions like your phone or TV. Imagine you're watching your favorite show. You wouldn't want any interruptions, right? 2. Eye contact. Look at your partner when they talk. It shows them that they have your undivided attention. 3. Reflect and clarify. When your partner speaks, reflect back what they've said. For example, "So what I hear is you felt overwhelmed at work today." This ensures you understood correctly. 4. Avoid interrupting. Let them finish their thoughts before jumping in with your own. Example, If your partner shares their concerns about a family issue, don't cut them off with your advice right away. Listen, show you care, and ask questions to dive deeper like, how did that make you feel? Open communication. Open communication is the bedrock of emotional intimacy. This means sharing your thoughts, feelings, dreams, and even fears without judgment. It's like opening the windows of your soul to let the fresh air of honesty and understanding in. Tips for open communication. 1. Be honest, share what's on your mind and heart honestly. Secrets lead to emotional walls. 2. Be vulnerable. It's okay to show your weaknesses and fears, it builds trust. 3. Avoid blame. Use I statements instead of you statements. Instead of saying, you never listen to me, say, I feel unheard when I'm talking. Example, if you're upset because your partner forgot an important date, instead of saying, you always forget important things, try, I felt hurt and overlooked when we missed celebrating our special day. Shared experiences. Doing things together not only creates beautiful memories, but also strengthens your emotional bond. Think of shared experiences as the soil where your emotional intimacy can grow. The more you nurture it, the stronger it becomes. Ideas for shared experiences. 1. Cook together. Preparing a meal together can be a fun and bonding experience. 2. Learn together. Take up a new hobby or class together, like dancing or painting. 3. Travel together. Experiencing new places and cultures can bring you closer. 4. Relax together. Even simple things like watching a movie or taking a walk can be meaningful. Example, planning a weekend getaway, even a short one, can provide you both with quality time to relax, talk, and reconnect. Reaffirming love and respect. Remember, building emotional intimacy isn't a one-time effort but an ongoing process. Regularly reaffirming love and respect is essential. Daily practices. 1. Small acts of kindness. Little gestures like a good morning kiss or a compliment can go a long way. 2. Quality time. Dedicate a few minutes every day just to be with each other without distractions. 3. Gratitude. Regularly express what you appreciate about your partner. Example, leave a sticky note on the bathroom mirror with a simple, I love you because you always know how to make me smile. Conclusion. Building emotional intimacy is like tending to a garden. It requires patience, regular care, and a lot of love. Through empathy, active listening, and open communication, you can deepen your emotional connection and foster a truly loving and respectful relationship. Remember, the beauty of emotional intimacy lies not just in the big gestures, but also in the small, everyday moments of love and understanding. So grab your emotional watering can and start nurturing your relationship today. Chapter 9. Strengthening Trust. Trust is the bedrock of any meaningful relationship. Without trust, even the most passionate love or the highest respect can crumble like a poorly built sandcastle at high tide. Trust lays a foundation upon which love can grow and respect can flourish. It's not something you can build overnight, but with consistent efforts and genuine communication, you can strengthen it brick by brick. Trust, the cornerstone of relationships. Imagine you're building a bridge. Each plank, bolt, and beam represents different elements of your relationship: love, respect, shared memories, and trust. It takes time and effort to ensure each piece is securely in place. Trust is that solid foundation that holds everything together, the pillars keeping the bridge from collapsing. So, if you want that bridge to last, you must commit to strengthening these pillars. Consistency, your trust builder toolbox. Consistency is like putting on a pair of comfy, reliable socks every day. It's those little actions done repeatedly that make a big difference. When you're consistent, your partner knows what to expect from you. They understand you're dependable and that you mean what you say. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but it does mean you should strive to be reliable. Example, Imagine you're a chef, and your specialty is making the perfect spaghetti. Every Tuesday night, without fail, you prepare this delightful dish for your family. They might not verbally say it, but this consistency builds trust. They trust you'll be there with that delicious plate of spaghetti every Tuesday. Genuine communication, speaking from the heart. Now let's talk about genuine communication. Remember that couples often break down like computers during a power surge when there's a lack of honesty. Speak from the heart and express your feelings openly and honestly. When you communicate genuinely, you're telling your partner that you trust them with your innermost thoughts and feelings. Example, if you're feeling stressed about work, don't just bottle it up like your grandmother's secret pickles. Share it with your partner. A simple, "Work was tough today, and I'm feeling overwhelmed," can pave the way for meaningful dialogue. Your partner isn't a mind reader. Expressing your needs and feelings openly invites trust into your relationship. Actions speak louder than words. Have you ever heard the phrase, "Actions speak louder than words"? It's spot on when it comes to trust. Promises are like words written in sand. It's your actions that carve them into stone. Example, if you promised your partner you'd be home by 6 p.m. and end up coming in at 9 p.m. without any notice, you've just scribbled over that trust you were building. However, if you communicate early, explain the delay, and make an earnest effort to keep your promises in the future, you're investing in the trust bank. Handling missteps, owning up and making amends. Even in the sturdiest bridges, cracks can appear. The same goes for trust in a relationship. The key is how you handle these cracks. Everyone makes mistakes, but owning up to them is what truly matters. Example, let's say you forgot an anniversary, gasp. Instead of hiding in the doghouse or coming up with transparent excuses like, "The dog ate my calendar," take responsibility. A heartfelt apology coupled with genuine remorse and the commitment to be more mindful in the future can mend those cracks. Maybe throw in a special surprise dinner for good measure. Trust through vulnerability. Vulnerability is often perceived as a weakness, but in reality, it's one of the strongest pillars of trust building. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you show your partner that you trust them with your true self, flaws and all. Example, sharing a personal story from your past, something that made you who you are today, can open up pathways of understanding and deeper trust. It's like tearing down your walls and inviting your partner into the fortress of your heart. Trust is reciprocal. It's important to remember that trust must be mutual. While you're busy trying to be a trustworthy partner, you also need to let the other person know that you trust them too. Showing trust in them encourages them to reciprocate those actions towards you. Example, trust your partner with tasks and responsibilities. Believe they'll make good decisions and support them in their endeavors. Praise their efforts and acknowledge their strengths, sparking a positive cycle of trust and reinforcement. Consistent check-ins, keeping the trust alive. Lastly, maintain trust through regular check-ins. Think of it as routine maintenance for that sturdy bridge you've built. Life changes, people evolve, and occasional check-ins ensure that you're still aligned and attuned to one another's needs and concerns. Example, schedule monthly walks in the park or quiet dinner dates where both of you can discuss how you're feeling about the relationship. These sessions aren't about scrutiny, but about keeping the communication channels open and ensuring the trust pillars remain robust. Let's get building. To sum up, strengthening trust is an ongoing project, like tending to a beautiful garden. It requires patience, consistent effort, and the willingness to communicate openly and honestly. By committing to these practices, you'll not only reinforce the pillars of trust in your relationship, but also cultivate a nurturing environment where love and respect can continue to blossom. Keep at it and remember, brick by brick, you're building something beautiful and lasting. Trust the process and trust each other. Your efforts will undoubtedly turn your relationship into a fortress of love and respect that can withstand the storms of life. Chapter 10. Cultural and Personal Influences on Love and Respect. Welcome to Chapter 10. Now let's dive into a topic that's both fascinating and essential for understanding love and respect in relationships: cultural and personal influences. Imagine you're cooking a big potluck dinner with friends. Everyone's bringing their unique dishes, and together they create an unforgettable feast. Relationships are a bit like that dinner, an eclectic mix of flavors, experiences, and backgrounds that shape how we perceive love and respect. Let's explore how these elements come into play and how we can appreciate the differences they bring. Celebrating cultural differences. Our cultural background is like the seasoning in our dish of life. It spices up how we see the world, including our notions of love and respect. For instance, communication styles. In some cultures, love is shown through words, lots and lots of words. You might get poetry, love letters, and long, heartfelt conversations. In others, it's expressed through actions, like preparing your favorite dish or fixing that leaky faucet without being asked. Gender roles. Different cultures have varying expectations about gender roles in relationships. In some cultures, men are expected to be the primary providers, showing respect by taking care of financial responsibilities. In others, equality and sharing of all tasks are emphasized as mutual respect. Emotional expression. Some cultures encourage open displays of affection and emotions. To say "I love you" often and openly cry or laugh is seen as natural. Others might deem such displays as unnecessary or even inappropriate. Respect in these cultures could mean maintaining composure and dealing with matters privately. Think about Jane and Miguel. Jane grew up in a culture where showing love meant expressive verbal affirmations, while Miguel came from a background where love was shown through quiet support and acts of service. Initially, they struggled, but once they understood their cultural lenses, they could appreciate and adapt to each other's styles. Personal habits and upbringing. Aside from culture, our family background and personal habits play a starring role in shaping our love and respect dynamics. Just like how we all have different comfort foods based on what we grew up eating, our ways of giving and receiving love are deeply influenced by our upbringing. Family dynamics. If you grew up in a family that celebrated everything together with warmth and laughter, you might expect the same level of exuberance from your partner. Conversely, if your family showed love in more subdued ways, such as quietly supporting each other, you might find loud expressions overwhelming. Past relationships. Personal experiences from past relationships can also set the stage for how we view love and respect. A partner coming from a previously neglected relationship may crave constant affirmation. Someone from an overbearing past might value independence highly. Imagine Raj and Priya. Raj grew up in a household where love was shown through big family gatherings and loud celebrations. Priya's upbringing was quieter. Her family showed love through simple gestures like cooking meals or sitting together in silence. Once they discussed their different backgrounds, they became better attuned to each other's needs and ways of feeling loved and respected. Acknowledging and appreciating differences. Understanding these cultural and personal nuances can be both a challenge and a delight. It's like putting together a jigsaw puzzle with pieces from different sets. The beauty lies in the mix. 1. Communicate openly. Ask your partner about their background and experiences. What does respect mean to them? How do they express love? Honest conversations can reveal surprising insights, much like discovering that your puzzle piece fits perfectly after all. 2. Be curious, not judgmental. Instead of dismissing differences as odd or wrong, be curious. Think of it as an opportunity to learn a new language. Each word, each custom can lead to a deeper understanding of your partner. 3. Find common ground. While acknowledging differences, look for shared values or traditions you both cherish. This common ground can serve as a foundation for building a stronger relationship. 4. Be flexible and adaptable. Just like you wouldn't insist on using only chili powder in every dish, be flexible in how you express and receive love and respect. Adapt your habits to blend seamlessly with your partners. In conclusion, our cultural backgrounds and personal habits are the secret ingredients that add unique flavors to our relationships. By understanding, acknowledging, and appreciating these differences, we can create a recipe for love and respect that's rich, diverse, and utterly delicious. So, next time you're puzzled by a partner's gesture or action, remember it's just a different seasoning. Embrace the variety and cook up something beautiful together. Onward to the next chapter, where we'll learn how to maintain love and respect over time. Chapter 11. Maintaining love and respect over time. Relationships evolve, and so do the needs of love and respect. This chapter focuses on strategies to keep the love and respect alive as the relationship grows, offering tips to adapt and thrive together. Embracing change together. They say the only constant in life is change, and boy, are they right. Relationships are like plants. They need constant care and nourishment to thrive. As years roll by, you might get new job roles, parenting obligations, or even face life's inevitable ups and downs. Adaptability is key to maintaining that love and respect. Tip: think of your relationship as a dance. Sometimes one leads, sometimes the other, but both are necessary to keep it beautiful and fluid. Be flexible and willing to adjust your steps along the way. Continuous communication. Let's talk about communication. Not just talk, but really talk. As we grow, our perspectives and needs change. Keeping an open channel of dialogue ensures you stay tuned into each other's evolving emotions and wants. Example: imagine your partner as an ever-updating book. If you're not reading the latest chapter, you'll miss vital parts of their story. Set aside regular, uninterrupted time to catch up on your reading. Nurturing the fun factor. Who says you can't have fun as you age? Playfulness and humor are magical elements in a relationship. They keep things light and offer stress relief during tough times. Tip: have a fun jar with activities written on slips of paper. Things like movie nights, spontaneous road trips, or even silly kitchen dance-offs. Draw one slip every week and do whatever it says. Reinforcing positive affirmations. Over time, it's easy to take each other for granted. Don't just assume your partner knows you love and respect them. Tell them. Example: remember how thrilling it felt to receive a love letter. Revive that magic with small notes, texts, or even voice messages to remind your partner why they are so special. Investing in your emotional bank account. Think of your relationship as an emotional bank account. Regular deposits, acts of kindness, love, and respect will keep your account healthy and can cushion withdrawal moments, like minor conflicts or misunderstandings. Tip: simple acts like making them breakfast, running an errand, or even just a loving touch can go a long way in keeping the emotional balance in your favor. Personal growth and shared goals. Encourage each other's personal growth. Sometimes investing in personal hobbies or educational pursuits can enrich both your lives. Example: if your partner decides to take up painting, cheer them on and maybe even join in a session. Shared achievements and goals create a deeper bond and mutual respect. Mindfulness and present moment awareness. Being fully present in your relationship creates a profound connection. This means putting away distractions and focusing solely on each other during shared time. Tip: try practicing mindfulness together. Simple exercises like mindful breathing or a short meditation can help center you both and remind you to appreciate the here and now. The power of appreciation. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt thank you. Acknowledging the little things your partner does can infuse a daily dose of love and respect into your relationship. Example: Think back to when they did something nice for you unexpectedly. Show your gratitude then and there. Even better, mention it again later with a smile and a thank you. Navigating the rough patches. No relationship is without its storms, but facing challenges together with a united front can actually strengthen your bond. Conflict is natural, but managing it with love and respect is essential. Tip: develop a code-red plan. Have predetermined strategies that both of you will use to de-escalate tension, such as taking a time out or committing to listen without interrupting. Love and respect tune-ups. Just like your car, your relationship needs tune-ups. Regularly reflect on your love and respect quality and make necessary adjustments. Practice. Quarterly, set aside an evening to review your relationship. Talk about what's working, what could improve, and set goals for the future. This keeps both your engines running smoothly. Maintaining love and respect isn't about grand gestures, but about consistent daily effort. It's these small, loving acts that will create a resilient and enduring relationship. Remember, it's not just about growing old together, but growing together. Happy journey. Chapter 12. Practical Exercises for Couples. Welcome to the final chapter. You've made it through exploring the essentials of love and respect. Now it's time to put everything into practice. Just like learning how to play an instrument or ride a bike, building a healthy relationship requires practice. In this chapter, we'll share practical exercises and activities designed to help you and your partner practice and reinforce the principles of love and respect in your daily lives. Exercise 1. The Daily Compliment. Objective: to build a habit of expressing love and respect in small, everyday actions. How to do it. 1. Each day, take a moment to genuinely compliment your partner. This could be something about their appearance, something they did that impressed you, or a quality you appreciate in them. 2. Be specific. Instead of saying you look nice, try I love the way that color brings out your eyes, it looks amazing on you. 3. Make it a point to do this at least once a day, and encourage your partner to do the same. Worksheet. Write down 3 compliments you can give to your partner over the next few days. Make sure they are personalized and meaningful. Potential scenario. Mark noticed his wife, Lisa, was looking particularly cheerful after a tough day. He said, "I really admire how you're able to stay positive even when things are hard. It makes me feel stronger knowing that we can tackle challenges together." Discussion prompt. How did receiving the compliment make you feel? How did giving the compliment make you feel? Exercise 2, the weekly check-in. Objective: to strengthen communication and address any brewing issues before they become larger conflicts. How to do it. 1. Set aside a specific time every week for a relationship check-in. 2. During this time, discuss the following. 1 thing that went well in your relationship this week. 1 area where you think there's room for improvement. Any upcoming events or stresses that might impact your relationship. 3. Use I statements to keep the conversation constructive. For example, I felt cherished when you made dinner on Tuesday, or I feel stressed when we don't plan our finances together. Worksheet. Write down your feelings and thoughts before the check-in so you can share them clearly. Also, prepare 1 positive and 1 area for improvement to discuss. Potential scenario. Julie and Matt sit down every Sunday evening to discuss their week. Julie says, "I loved our walk in the park. It felt like we really connected," and then adds, "I feel we could work on spending more quality time together without our phones." Discussion prompt. How does it feel to express both positive and negative feelings in a safe space? Exercise 3, the Love and Respect Journal. Objective: to document and reflect on experiences of love and respect in your relationship. How to do it. 1. Both partners keep a journal where they write down moments during the week when they felt loved or respected. 2. At the end of each week, share 1 or 2 entries with each other. 3. Discuss why those moments were meaningful. Worksheet, journal entry template. Date. What happened? How did it make me feel? Why was this moment significant? Potential scenario. Tom writes in his journal, "On Tuesday, when Jane surprised me with my favorite lunch at work, I felt deeply cared for. It showed she was thinking about me even when we were apart." Discussion prompt. What can you learn about your partner's needs and desires from their journal entries? Exercise 4, conflict resolution role play. Objective, to practice resolving conflicts with love and respect. How to do it. 1. Role play common conflict scenarios, focusing on using respectful communication and expressing love. 2. For example, one partner can act as if they're upset about something that happened during the week, while the other practices active listening and offers solutions. Worksheet. Write down a script for a conflict scenario. Include respectful phrases and loving responses. Potential scenario. During a role play, Sarah tells Jack, "I felt hurt when you didn't call to say you'd be late for dinner." Jack listens and responds, "I'm really sorry. I understand that made you feel neglected. Next time, I'll make sure to keep you in the loop." Discussion prompt. How did practicing conflict resolution help you communicate more effectively? Exercise 5, the gratitude jar. Objective, to cultivate a habit of gratitude and reinforce positive behavior. How to do it. 1. Get a jar and some small pieces of paper. 2. Whenever your partner does something kind, loving, or respectful, write it down and put it in the jar. 3. At the end of each month, read through the notes together and celebrate those moments. Worksheet, gratitude note template. Date. What my partner did. How it made me feel. Potential scenario. Every time Emily sees the jar filling up, she feels more appreciated and connected to her partner, Paul. They look forward to reading the notes at the end of the month and reminiscing about their shared moments. Discussion prompt. How does expressing and receiving gratitude impact your relationship? Incorporating these exercises into your daily lives can bring about lasting changes in how you show love and respect for each other. Remember, the goal is to make these practices a natural part of your relationship. So be patient, stay committed, and enjoy the journey of growing together. Keep loving, keep respecting, and keep building a strong, fulfilling relationship. You've got this. We have come to the end of this book. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to you for joining us today to absorb the wisdom of this incredible audiobook. Thank you for being part of our mission to spread positive energy and make this world a better place to live. But our journey doesn't end with the last page of this audiobook. We are a community, a tribe of seekers and doers, and we want to keep this fire of inspiration burning bright. Drop a comment below sharing your top learnings from this book. What resonated with you the most? What are you going to implement in your life starting today? Remember, openly declaring your new habits and goals is a powerful act. It creates accountability and makes your commitment to change even stronger. When you share your journey, you not only inspire others, but also forge a path for yourself that is filled with purpose and intention. So don't hold back. Your words might just be the spark someone else needs to ignite their own journey towards a better life. Once again, thank you for being here, for investing in yourself, and for helping us spread positivity. Until next time, stay inspired, stay positive, and keep shining.